All right, guys, we are going to work on the cow catcher. So far we have axle, peg, linkage, arm, magnet, hitch, stack, and body. If you don't have all of these yet, that's okay. You will get there if they're being assigned in a different order. But here we go. So we're going to go to a new tab, Create Part Studio. And we are going to right click and hit rename and call this one cow catcher. So it does not catch cows, it pushes them, but they call it a cow catcher. So it protects the train from derailing if a cow were to be on the tracks or anything of that size. And so we are going to go ahead and go to sketch, and we're going to work on our top plane. So click on your top plane, top on your view cube, and then the shape is kind of like this. We have a straight line, we go straight up, we go to the center, we go back this way and straight back down. And if it doesn't quite work out straight back down like that, you can do that and do that, right? So that we know that that's all good to go. We can also do this point to this point, which then means those two will be aligned like that. And let's throw in a midpoint. So we'll do this line to this point so that that's all nice and centered. Let's throw the dimensions on here. So this is going to be 0.25. And see how I didn't do both of them? So let's go back to this. Go back to your horizontal constraint and make these the same. Okay, let's go back to our dimension. And then for the dimension on this, it is 1 inch. So we will go from the point to this point. There you go. And you get your 1. All right. Oh, there's the bell, guys. Yep, we are in school. Okay, so then this dimension here is 1.8. And that's it. See how it's all fully defined? We have our 1, our 0.25, our 1.8. These guys matchy. That's my new thing. And it's good to go. Hit check. Now, let's go ahead and do a projected plane. So I'm going to go here to offset plane. And I'm going to project this thing up. So we're going up a distance of 0.75. And we're going to hit check. And then I'm going to sketch on that new plane. I can click it this way, or I could just select it on the left. Hit top. And let's throw in these lines. So I am going to do what I did before. Like this. So I'm making that shape again. I'm going to go ahead and do a vertical constraint on this line and this line. I am going to do a horizontal on this and this. And I am also going to do a vertical on the center point to the origin so that it's nice and lined up. Then I'm going to go ahead and dimension this. It is going to be the same dimension as the other one, so 0.25. And then this dimension is going to be 0.75. And what else do I need? Oh, the distance from here to here, right? So what is this? This is 1.2. Okay, that looks good, but it's not fully defined. So I'm going to go back to my midpoint. I'm going to click on the point and then the line so that it centers it in. And then I see that it's fully defined. And I know I've done everything I need. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click on this corner, right? So it's like the top. I'm in the bottom right part of where the word top is. Brings you into almost like an isometric that works for us. We're going to loft this. Now, something new has happened with loft, and I just want to show you. So we're in solid, we're in new. If I go like this and then like this, it could get, that looks fine. Top to bottom's fine. Let's see if it's going to work the other way, if it was just some weird glitch last time I did it. Nope, fine this way too. All right, if it goes all twisty on you, which it did on me the one time, then go right ahead and go in the opposite direction and it'll sort itself out. Today it's going correctly for me, so. That's how it is, right? When you want to show it off, it doesn't happen. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to shell the bottom. Sorry, I almost did something else first. Let's shell this. So this shell is going to be 0.10. So mine naturally did that. So if yours does that, you're in good shape. I like it. All right, now let's go back to what we were doing up here. Okay, so we are on the right side, kind of angled. We're working on this little guy here. So I'm going to sketch on that. And I'm going to go ahead and do an offset. So I'm going to select all of this, but flip it. Okay. And then that offset is something very important. Yeah, 0.1. I know I could find, 0.1. Enter, hit enter, and then 0.1, and then enter again. So that gives you that. Hit check. Then we will go ahead and extrude, remove, and we're only doing a little bit on this. We're only going to do 0.05. So that looks good. Hit check. I like it. So I want to have it on the other side, and I'm feeling like I want things to look a certain way, you know. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to mirror it. For my I'm going to go to my feature. Oof, almost forgot again. I'm going to go to this extrude. And then when it says mirror plane, I'm going to pick the one that's going right down the middle. So that one in this case is this one, right? So I'll click on that. And then there you go. Did it on the other side. Doesn't that look good? Now we just have to do the pegs in the back. So the pegs in the back match the cow catchers. I mean the train body's front. Let me click over here for a second. These 3 holes, we're matching that to this. Okay, so just in case if I do something dimensionally weird, we're going to know later. That's what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and do a line tool, and I'm going to do this. And I am not doing anything with midpoints or any kind of weird connections there. It's being weird. Okay. Then I'm going to go here and go straight up. See, that one looks good. The other one I'm not so sure about. Let's make that other one horizontal just in case. Okay, I guess it's good. So that dimension is the same dimension as we did on the train. So it was that 0.125 height. That looks good. Now, again, you could do drill hole. You could do different things here. I'm just going to do circles. So I'm going to pick this guy here. I'm going to do one here. And I'm going to do one here. And again, I could mirror here, like we talked about it, but in the train one, I talked about that I could have done it. I didn't, but I didn't. 0.125, which is fine. So I am going to equal them again. So this one equals this one. And this one equals this one. So now they are all the same size. So if I go to change anything at any time, they're going to be connected. The other thing I need is the dimension from here to here. So let's get that guy in there. And that is going to be 0.625. And then let's do some dimensions from here to here. We're going to do, ooh, that is just crazy. Okay, I'm going to click and then move it like after. It's 0.275. All right, so if you can't see that, there you go. That's better, right? Oh, I should have done that with this one too. And the same thing on this one. You could dimension from this corner over, or you could just do the same thing, or you could mirror it originally. All of those work. Okay, so now that I have that, that's all set. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Everything looks good. It's all defined. I can hit check, and these guys are going to get extruded out. So these are the pegs that actually stick out. So we have this. That's really something. They don't stick out that much. They're only going to stick out 0.125. That looks better. And then just to give them a little bit of love, we're going to put a little chamfer on them. It's funny, this chamfer is very detailed, so let's do it. So we get the little circles here, right? The outside circles. So the distance is going to be 0.010, and the degrees is 45 degrees. So if you have the 45 degrees, you're good. So this is distance and angle. So 0.010 and then 45 degrees. Hit check, and there you go. Again, this is a toy. Remember, we're looking for it to look cool. Just saying. Oh, maybe we'll go with this because now we're got this whole cyan thing going. Purple and cyan. I don't know. Makes sense to me. Okay, so the cow catcher is done. You're almost there, guys. All you have left is the wheel if you're following my way.